Can you see my skin? Right. Now you can see my skin.
It's visible now.
Right. So yeah. So we'll get into the SAP terminology now, SAP point of view. So SAP architecture. This is SAP architecture. Presentation layer. Okay. This is the application layer. This is DB layer here. DB means what is DB?
Data.
Database, correct. Database. In the IT industry, DB means database. Even this also I explained already. I just quickly explained. No? Okay, let's see the presentation layer where user will interact. Front end screen. User will access a SAP system through this layer. In this layer, user interaction. We can write here as user interaction. Here, application layer, programs execution will happen here in this layer. Programs execution. In this layer, right, all the database will be stored here. All the database. All the data is stored here. Right, all the data stored here. Stream. Okay. So this communication will happen internally automatically. You don't need to think about that as the other programmers. Okay, this communication will happen here. This is programs execution. Of course, this one here. And this one is what database storage on DB layer here. This is user interaction. Think of what is the meaning of user interaction. For example, whatever we have seen just now, right earlier, what was the user interaction? What is the user input? What is the user output? In the previous examples, what we have just now went through it.
User input means where are you going, Bangalore to Vijayawada, that one.
Where
Output
the
means,
information we are given. Correct.
yes. Output means availability of buses.
The display of the buses, what
Yes.
has been given.
Yes.
There is the output. Right? If you see this one, this is output, one output. Right? Now again, if I click on select seats, it becomes input or output. If I click this one.
Inputs.
This will be
Perfect.
input.
Perfect. Input here now. Right? You'll know this is output, right? Currently now.
Means for that particular bus, it will be
This is giving us
boarding
again
point.
now input. The output
Again
has
input.
come. Now you are giving us input. For example, boarding point I'm giving. Dropping point I'm giving here. Now again, this is input or not, right? This is input, right? Again.
Input.
Input.
Again input. Now if I click on show layout, it comes input or output?
Output.
Output screen now. This is output, right? Once
Yes.
you choose this one, the bus tickets, bus positions and all, then book, right? Selected seats. All the information you entered, right? Then the next step, what the next step? Payment, right? Again, this is user interaction screen. So the moment you use information here, the controller will go to the code will execute. That code is responsible to bring the next screen for you. Okay, same thing here. This is
Means
user interaction.
as I can say, means it's input interaction between the database and the user.
Oh no. You can say input interaction between the, in the SAP point of view, if you see here, right? Interaction
Sorry.
from this layer to this layer, presentation layer to application layer.
Okay,
Because
presentation and application.
sometimes you don't need any database things. You need only the output to be displayed. Execution will happen here only. Control will not go to here every time. Only if database information required, that cases only it goes to the controller to the database. Otherwise, it won't.
Oh,
I'll show you one example. Now only I'll
means
show you.
application and presentation layer.
Ah,
It's communication between.
correct.
Okay, got it.
This is the presentation user interaction. Purpose is what they will do in the presentation layer is they can use you as input purpose, input information they give. That is one purpose. Presentation layer. Other purpose is they can see the output. These two activities will be done in the presentation layer. Nothing but GUI. This is GUI. Currently GUI. This is GUI. Graphical user interface. This is the GUI. Through the GUI, you are accessing user. You are the user here. Either you give the input or you see the output here. Quickly, I'll build this type of thing, small thing. Okay, it won't take just 10 minutes only, so that you understood. To tell very clearly, we have not yet started the actual ABAP. Okay, I am making you enable these concepts first, basic concepts. Then we'll get into the coding or the database first today or maybe tomorrow morning class. Okay, now I'll get into SAP system. Hello? Are you
Okay.
getting my point? What I'm trying to say?
Okay.
So why I'm telling this point is because with a lot of my analysis, right, my experience, I understood that we need first to teach to the people basic information first, data flow, terminology, then next get into the actual concepts. Because we should not learn just like just go and write the coding and all, right? That is not the intention of a good learning. Good learning is what, how the data flows. That should be the good learning. That will enable you to think differently. Because I'm from the projects background, so I work for so many projects. I've seen so many people, the juniors. I mean, good knowledge they come to the projects once they're trained, but something maybe they are missing about the flow point of view, business understanding. Hence, I started give this type of way of starting the training, and then get into subject. And while we teaching the subject also, so focusing more on the user point of view, business point of view, making understood. it will be very interesting to the ABAP people to learn. Otherwise, nowadays there is no much requirement of the trainer, right? There is so many things are there in the YouTube or in Udemy, right? To just do the coding syntax, we can get from there also. You get my point here? And also, you should be able to make more interactive to the trainer, to me or with whoever, I mean, to us, to get more the concepts to learn. The more you are interactive, flexible to ask any questions. So, I mean, flexible in the sense not to feel anything shy and all, then it will be more learning for you. And think that this learning is not only the ABAP learning, you are learning the concepts, programming what you have joined, which will be helpful for you forever as long as you are in the IT industry, even if you go to some other technology as well. Because concepts is same. Any programming language, either Python, Java, any technology, you go same only. Provided we understood the flow, it will be very interesting. Okay. So I'll quickly go and write one ABAP program. Okay, I'll go to system. This is maybe, I don't know, some of you might be knowing the remote desktop concept. I think you might be knowing, right? Vishnu, you might be knowing. Huh? You are from network background, right? You know this remote desktop concept, right? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Bhavani also might be knowing remote desktop.
Actually, I didn't work on remote desktop. Earlier, I worked, means
Concept.
during college time.
Bhavani also might be knowing because Vamsi is knowing. No?
Yeah.
No, no.
Don't know.
Vamsi is expert on all these things. Okay. Anyway, this what the concept here is. Nowadays, so we don't install anything in our system, software. All this server providers, right? So they will be having a server. This server is my server is Hyderabad. This server. So this server I can access anywhere from the world through this remote desktop. Now I am not. Now this skin you see, right, is not my skin. This is my remote desktop skin of Hyderabad.
Okay.
They install everything here. You don't need to install anything. They install everything to you, SAP software. Then they will give the user access to you. This is what I just logged in, username and all. This I'll purchase from them. It's not our own system. I don't manage as of now. I also purchase from some other people and give it to you.
Oh.
Okay. This is SAP login skin. We call logon pad. GUI, graphical user interface. You see SAP logon pad here. 800. This is the version of the GUI, graphical user interface software here. And system configuration will be done here. If I click this pencil button, see here. In SAP, this is the familiar controls. Okay. Create button, edit, delete, these three. You will be familiar now going forward. This is a new SAP system given in the remote desktop. This is system information here. It's nothing but IP address, port, system number, ID. With this, you can connect to your SAP system. Click on OK. Again, SAP systems generally is two types. SAP software, I can say. I don't know any one of you come across this terminology. One is called ECC, old system. ECC, Enterprise Core Components. And this is S4 HANA. This is S4 HANA system. S4 means simplified fourth generation HANA system.
Okay.
This one. This is the for last 30 years. This was system. Last 30 years. And this is the latest system. Latest SAP system. Okay. So I am going to take and giving you access for you in this system only. Okay, na?
Okay.
Not on ECC system. Because AC system they are going to stop after 2030 now. They change 2030. ECC will not be there. Only HANA will be there.
Okay, means this would be closing soon. ECC.
Enterprise core component. This is another system here now. S4 HANA 2023. 2023 is the year version year. If I go to here, you can current. This is the login screen of SAP.
Oh,
So is ready. Is ready should be not case sensitive. Password is case sensitive. This is the client. We'll discuss what is the client and all. Password. If you type password 3 times, it will be locked.
means wrong password.
Wrong password.
Okay, what is this client actually? Means where we are connecting.
That client
As
is like one independent business unit in the SAP system. In this SAP system, we'll see that going forward. A lot of information about the client. Default, what is available, just go through with that only. Number.
okay,
Client is our number.
fine.
One instance. Okay.
Okay.
This is the navigator for the SAP. First screen is not this one. First screen will be like this. This is the first screen, login screen for SAP.
Okay.
From here, you can go move to one place to other place here. For writing the code, I will go to SC38. This is what I think I should tell yesterday, last day video also. This is the program where you can create. So I create a new program starting with Z. Z is must, Z or Y. Test program. 12th Jul. Click on create. Okay, here. Why is because all programs we should write with Z or Y only. SAP has also written their own programs. To differentiate that, we use the Z or Y. Must not we should. We must use. Title is for heading purpose. I'll go just heading here. Welcome to SAP ABAP. Now I'm which layer I'm doing now? A presentation layer or application layer currently? Presentation layer or application layer? I'm in the presentation layer. Okay, na?
Presentation.
GUI. What type of program you are using here? Go for the executable program. We'll see different options later. Status and all, we'll see the next class. That's all. Don't give anything. Click on save. Last the package. Package also will create in the next tomorrow class. What the package. For now, go for local object. Local means within the SAP system. You do not go to next quality system. This is your ABAP editor now, where you write ABAP code. Suppose I want just display only one statement, output. Welcome to SAP ABAP programming language. All the best. Okay, na? This is the notation. Wait is the keyword. Colon is not mandatory. Slash is to new line character. It's not mandatory if you have only one line. This the text will display as it is now. Every statement should end with dot. Save it. Syntax check. This is syntax check. This is activation button. Program activation is required to get the latest version output. You can send this to next later. Activate. Activate. Execute now. This is execute button. Now, if I click on this execute button, no, think of in this flow, where it will go the control. Will go to control here only, it will execute here, or it will go to here also. Control. Right now you are here. The moment you click on execute to program, I said that program's execution will happen in the application layer. Control will go to here or not? To execute.
Yes.
It will execute, right? Code will execute here. And you'll get the output here. This is the output here. Sorry. Output will come here in the presentation layer only. Sorry. Not DB. DB layer will go only when database statements are involved. Execute now. This is the GUI output screen. It went, control went to there, and it given the output to you. Clear? Hello? This flow is clear?
Means
When the
in,
data
means it will give go into presentation layer.
output is in presentation layer. Input also presentation layer. Now for this case, there is no input we have given. No? Directly code we have written. I am executing here. Output is coming.
Okay.
The moment I click on execute button, no? Control will go to application layer. This layer. Application layer. And it will execute this statement what I have written in the SAP here. It will execute what I have written here, and it's saying that you display the output with this text. Hence, you are getting this text output. This is the output. This is coming from the title. You remember I gave title of the program. Welcome to SAP ABAP.
Okay.
Here. From that it comes here. This is the one flow. Okay. One more flow. Data extraction also I will write just quickly. Select. We'll discuss this next class. Don't confuse anything. Just one simple statement I am writing here. I'll give the input parameters here. Input means option input user. P underscore MAT or not. Type MAT or not here. Then you can print here write statement. Material details is V underscore MAT or not. Suppose if I write this statement, this flow, what happens here is I should declare one variable here. V underscore MAT or not. Type MAT or not. Check syntax. This colon. What is the data? I'll tell you. This is variable declarations. Now now this flow, what I'm trying to say is this flow. Control go to from here to here, brings the data to here, and display the output here. If I execute this program, it lost the input material number. And display execute here. That material number you are displaying. So once you give the input to this is input screen, you are executing. Control will go to the database and brings the data and display here. This process will execute here.
Okay.
Okay. I will stop today here.